lovely people, welcome to Zop Lady, welcome to my channel once again. And today you can see from my smile that I am super happy. I have 4 strong South Africans and there's really gender balance. 2 women and then 2 men. And from what I want to know from them, South Africa, from their own perspective, who would like to start? What we should know about South Africans?
Okay, I think what people need to know about South Africans is that we are very lovely people, very warm, very welcoming. I think we laugh a lot and we laugh at our own mistakes, our own, what do you call it? You know, even with things that we shouldn't be laughing about, we laugh about it. Yeah. Because I think if we didn't do that, probably we'll have civil war. Yeah. You know, we've got load shedding, we make jokes about it, we've got pit bulls eating people, we make jokes about it. Yeah. We lose as a team, we make jokes about it. So we find humor in our own moments of mistakes and in our moments of stress. So we are who we are. They call us a rainbow nation. Obviously the reason we are called a rainbow nation is that when we come in all sizes, shapes and colors and everything. Whatever you want in South Africa you do get. You know, I think we are one of those blessed nation in terms of so many things, not only in minerals, not only as people, but we've got beautiful weather. Who's got 4 seasons? Hey, like, hello, hey, you know, that's us.
Not every country.
Not every country. So you don't have that. So that's us. We are South Africans. We love who we are. And yeah, and I think we are very firm. The women here in South Africa, we don't just take things lying down. You know, we are those, we've got our rights, but we still have no other people's rights. And we can be able to say, I don't like this, I like that. This is what I stand for, this is what I don't stand for. So that's the beauty about democracy in South Africa, that we are allowed to, we've got freedom of speech. Even though sometimes it becomes a bit too much, but we do have that where we can express it. So we are beautiful people, lovely, warm, but don't step on the wrong side of things.
Don't step on the wrong side of a South African. You wouldn't like what you... Okay, so who also want to take the baton from my lovely lady?
Yeah, maybe I could maybe just follow her in her footsteps. Yeah, we are a very caring nation. We are very much cultured, even in our diverse makeup. Because we've got about 11 official languages. So from those 11 official languages, then you must expect about 10 different ethnic languages.
Wow.
Yeah. So whereby there's people who are from Limpopo who speak Sepedi and Setswana to some extent, and the Northwest. We also have like 9 provinces. So each one of those provinces have got their own ethnic language, they've got their own cultures, and they've got their own understanding of what Africanism is, or what a South African should be like. So that's what you must expect from South Africa, a diverse rainbow nation.
Rainbow nation. I'll come to the rainbow nation later. Thank you so much. Yeah. Would you want to mention your name if you don't mind?
Okay, my name is Brian. For me, what more can I say? If not what they have said already. Because if I go further, it means that I'll be exaggerating. Seriously.
Okay, so maybe as a foreigner, when I'm coming into South Africa, what are some of the things, the do's and don'ts? If I may put it that way. So maybe from there you can pick something to say.
Do's and don'ts.
Yeah. That you expect as a foreigner when they are in your country that they should do and they are not allowed to do.
Okay. For me, the do's and don'ts, firstly when you come into South Africa, try by all means to learn a little bit of the language.
Yeah. Okay. One language.
Not necessarily all of them.
Yeah. But because Zulu is more common. Zulu and English are more common to most people.
Okay.
Because what I'm saying this is because of one thing. When we see a black person, we tend to think he or she is South African.
One language.
So I'm gonna come to you and say Sanbonan or Dumelan, regardless of where you come from.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that you must learn one language at least few things.
Yeah, at least the
Because I'm gonna
basics.
treat you like a South African. Then you're gonna say, no, I don't know how to say that. Okay, then I'm like, okay. Then I come to English
Yeah.
to you. But we tend to speak about our own lingo languages that we have. So that's the first thing that you must learn.
Oh, it might not be nice, but that's the way of the world. You pay tax
Taxes, yeah.
where you live, and the only way to do that is to get documentations that you live at that place and you make your living in that place. This is the amount of living that I'm making from this place. I hope it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It does.
It
I
does.
hope it makes
It
sense.
does. It does.
I
Because
hope it
without
makes
taxes,
sense.
we can't develop. the
Hence,
country. Yeah.
yes, hence our main, maybe my main purpose is to try to awaken most of our foreign brothers and sisters to say that the moment you are not documented, it means firstly, my government cannot issue resources to you. Secondly, my government cannot regulate you. Thirdly, my government cannot contribute successfully towards your government to coming to maybe at the same level or maybe a satisfactory level. One thing I will tell you, me being a South African coming from a rural place, I wish I had a town in my area so that I don't have to come to Gauteng. I don't have to come to another province to study. I don't have to come to another province to find employment. I don't have to come to another province just to get access to government services. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So, to some extent, I understand my fellow Africans from all over Africa or all over the world coming to South
Your
Africa.
country is beautiful, I must say. So maybe that
Yes.
is also the sad attraction.
Yeah, but come legally.
Come legally. I mean, this is the point. I also
We don't have a problem. Please enter here legally.
and then go back before your visa expires.
Yes. And you know, one thing I will tell you now. One thing I will tell you. Growing up,
Yeah.
Pretoria
Yeah.
was the most beautiful place
It was.
I could think of. Growing up from my own.
And is it
rural
still the
place.
same?
No,
It's not.
No, it's
Unfortunately, I
What
can't.
changed?
The government and
The
the people.
government
I don't think it's the
and
government.
the
No,
level
and the
of
people
leadership.
as well. The
Government
government
and the
take
people.
if when I get if there's no regulations, if there's no rule of law, then
Yeah.
everybody will come in and do as they
That's
want.
and that's
Because
yeah. That's
One thing I would tell you, maybe I may not mention the government,
Yeah.
but previously, we did not have freedom of speech, we did not have freedom of movement, and we did not have a freedom to choose a career.
Oh, really? Gradually coming to the end of our beautiful discussion, and then I just want maybe 30 seconds each from my
Oh,
panel
yes,
members
yes,
about
yes,
the image of South Africa, as well as what a message to foreigners.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll start with Brian.
Okay, from my side is that come. Come legally,
Yeah.
legally, I mean,
Yeah.
then you will enjoy the beauty of South Africa.
Yes.
The rest you will see it. Yes, we have our own problems. Every country has its own problems. If you come legally, you will enjoy the beauty of South Africa
Yes, from
To the
Cape
f-
up
to the-
until our
to the
borders.
fullest, without anyone bugging you, without anyone doing it.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
But if you come the other way around,
Ish.
that's when we're gonna have a problem, because already we have our own problems.
And then adding to it.
Added to your problems,
It's an
it
adventure.
becomes it becomes a bomb in a way.
Yeah.
So, and the bad part about it is that when two people are poor, or when two people are fighting, let's say for instance the government and the people, we tend to shift the blame to the nearest person who's not gonna be able to fight us.
Yeah, it's true. That's deep.
That's
So
very
so
deep.
if you come illegally, I can
blame
rest
is on
assure
you.
you
You are the
that at
problem.
some point South Africans are gonna say you are the blame. And I'm not saying that we African brothers or our African sisters are also not a problem in a way. Our own countries in Africa actually are the ones that are driving us to be like the way we act. I recently went to Zambia. If I can tell you that in Zambia there's a law and order in their own way, and I don't want to lie to you, I really appreciated the way their law and order is, as much as it tends to be somehow in a way that the people will perceive it as it's not a democratic country or whatever, but it's a nice way of living, whereby people must know the rules.
I must follow.
If you are in a specific country, respect the law. It's the same thing that right now that is happening in the World Cup, that people are trying to preach about Qatar and everything. Not alcohol, Qatar and everything. Respect their rules. They will respect.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Basically on the rules.
Yeah.
Yes. And since I made the reference of me coming from a rural place, I come from a place whereby rules are drilled into you on a daily basis. Yes. You must respect your elders, regardless of who they are. It's something. It's an example. It's something that it's instilled into you. Yes. It's hard for me to sit on a chair when I see somebody older than me standing in a bus or public transport. It's hard. I will tell you, it's hard.
Because that's not a training you have.
It's hard.
But now,
Because that's my indoctrination. That's how I grew up.
I have a question also.
Okay.
You see, he's also from South Africa, but he has a question on that.
No, he's gonna. Let's hear his question. No, let's hear
I have
his
a
question.
question.
Okay.
Bana. You talk about rules in terms of in previous question. It's talking about how the foreigners perceive South Africa. If I can guarantee you right now, the rules that you are saying about the rural villages in other African countries, it's even worse than what you're saying.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
If you go to other countries, the rules that you are right now you are trying to
Yes.
point to.
Yeah, no, for sure. All I'm saying is that do not lose those ones.
The values.
Thinking
the
that,
traditional
that
values.
South
This is
South
what
Africa is
saying.
different.
Okay, then you should have you should have highlighted it that way. Maybe.
That's my key point.
Because I was trying
Do
to I
not
was struggling a
lose
little
your
bit.
mother's teachings. That's what I want to say. Your mother and your father's teachings, they will take you all over the world.
So whether you're a foreigner or you're a national in South Africa, for him, you need to respect the rules and especially your parents.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank
Your
you so
mother's or your father's teachings
Yeah.
will take you across the world and back.
Thank you so much.
That's
I really
all.
appreciate it. Yeah.
I think for me, for my fellow brothers and sisters in the African beautiful continent, all I can say is that when you come to South Africa, do it the right way.
Yeah.
You know, enter the country the right way. Respect the rule of law. Respect. You might not like things that we do, but that's who we are. You know, you do not come into somebody else's house and want to tell them how they are supposed to behave, how they're supposed to do things. You are here for a reason and be here for that reason. Don't come and say where I come from, because when you say where you come from, I will say this is not where you come from. This is my home and I will tell you how things are done. So come in, learn. And what you can learn from us, we will learn something from you. So, because we do not know it all. But do not come and try to compare, say, oh, where I come from, we do things that. Then go home. It's simple. If you are not happy, my brother, my sister, there's nobody forcing you to sit here. The same way you came in, it's the same way you go out. But we love having everyone around us. But what we're saying, and it comes back to what Brian and everybody was talking about, if we cannot account for you, it becomes very difficult for even our own government to be able to cater for its own people. So let's think about those things like, yes, things might be tough where we come from or anything, but let's do things the right way. You know, respect the rules of law. Respect the people, respect our women, respect our men. Yes, you might think that maybe when you are doing things better than our men, they are still our men, they are still our brothers, we love them, and they are still our sisters, we love them. Do not take advantage of us and our situation and think that you are doing us a favor. Other than that, this is a beautiful country, very welcoming people, very warm. You go to the different provinces in South Africa, we are all different in our own way, but we are hospitable. That's one thing that I can say.
Thank you so much. Yes. Naughty, right?
Nosy.
Nosy.
For me, I will just say
Love our African brother.
for a change, let's exchange.
You know,
Africa is
It's always
love.
been South African women marrying Nigerian or Ghanaian men. Can we just do some cross-culture exchange?
Hey,
Just
man.
come and experience.
Explore.
Huh?
Yeah,
Explore. Come and be a Makoti in South Africa and
Yeah.
just enjoy the beauty
Hey,
of the
man.
country.
Wow. Thank you so much. So on that note, the Zop Lady would like to say a big thank you for all your wonderful submission. I really love it. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and then tell a friend about who? Zop Lady. Thank you. See ya.
Later.
Bye bye. Cheers.